Before the world tore itself apart in 1914, my life was simple, hard and deeply rooted in Ayrshire. I spent my days underground working as a miner at the Mossblown Colliery, a world away from the conflict that was to come. But my true life was at home in Lemon's Wynd, Ayr, with my wife Elizabeth, my Lizzie. When war was declared, everything changed. I felt an immediate duty to step forward, enlisting in August 1915 with the Royal Scots Fusiliers. Leaving Lizzie, who was pregnant with our beautiful baby girl Elspeth, to be known as Elsie was the hardest thing I ever had to do. Out in the Western Front you grew up fast. I did my duty, fought hard and was proud to be promoted to Lance Sergeant right there in the field. The first time I was wounded, a letter was sent to Lizzie from the Reverend T.C. Booth, reassuring her that they expected me to pull through. I did recover, but as soon as I was fit, I was sent right back to the front line. My brothers were out there doing their part too. David was serving with the Royal Field Artillery and Alex had already been discharged after the 6th 7th Battalion of Royal Scots Fusiliers was thrown into the ferocious opening phases of the Battle of Arras. Part of the 15th Scottish Division, we found ourselves in the thick of the initial assault that launched April 9th, facing intense fighting along the Arras-Cambria road. Amidst that terrible clash, I was hit a second time, sustaining severe gunshot wounds. Stretcher bearers carried me out of the chaos to the 7th Field Ambulance, and from there I was taken to a casualty clearing station. The medical teams worked tirelessly to try and triage the endless stream of wounded men coming from the Arras battlefield. Realising the gravity of my wounds, they stabilised me just enough to place me onto a hospital train, evacuating me far down the line to the massive medical base network at Taples on the French coast. I ended up in a general hospital there, where the chaplains and matrons did everything they could for me, but this time I couldn't fight it off. On Thursday, the 25th of April 1917, at just 27 years old, my journey ended. My close friend and chum from the Fusiliers, James Valentine, survived to put a notice in the paper for me, remembering how we stood side by side. They laid me to rest right there, far from home, in the Taples military cemetery. Back in Ayr, the telegram announcing my death tore our little family's world apart. Lizzie was left a war widow with a baby girl to raise entirely on her own. Unable to keep our home in Lemon's Wynd, she and Elsie had to pack up and move back to her parents' house at 8 Albert Terrace. Her mother, father and 4 sisters all stepped in to help raise Elsie, but Lizzie worked tirelessly to stand her own 2 feet, taking jobs in the trams and working the box office at the Gated Theatre at night just to make ends meet. Lizzie lived a long life, carrying my memory with her until she passed away in 1984 at the age of 96. Our daughter Elsie grew up, married and brought new generations to the world. Though I was just only one among thousands who fell, I lived and died for the people I loved back home in Ayr.